Hi guys, welcome to Counterpoints. My name is Connor, and today we are going to be reacting to the Astartes 2 teaser trailer. I am hoping I have a little bit of lore about this video, but I don't want to. I know you're here for the violence, so we're going to watch it once through. We'll come back. I'm going to rant my face off, then we'll break it down. Okay, so let's watch it one time without me ranting. Let's go. Oh my god, it's so good. All right, so let's break down the lore, okay? You got your little 16 seconds in, you see the violence. Are you here for me now? Okay, I know you were here for the Astartes 2 trailer, but are you here for me now? All right, let's continue. So, somebody originally, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago now, somebody ripped this from the Patreon as a teaser for the Astartes creator. I will link his Patreon as well in the description, so you can go ahead and support him. I am now a patron of the Astartes creator because I was shamed for my original my original asshole move. And what that asshole move was, somebody ripped it. They posted it to like Vimeo or something like that. I watched it. I reacted to it. I loved it. I lost my mind. I freaked out. I probably got like, I don't know, 3,000, 5,000 views in like 24 hours. And then Astartes fans shamed me in the comments. And they said, listen, I know you're excited, but this is his creative work. He did not post this. This is effectively pirated. You are benefiting from pirated materials. Please take your video down. And while I am a self-aggrandizing asshole, and I do not always do the right thing or do the right thing for the right reasons, I did not want to, because I admire this artist so much and I admire this creator so much, I did not want to benefit from stealing from his work. And so I took it down, and then I waited a few weeks, 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 and this still isn't posted to the official Astartes channel. And that's frustrating because I would like to direct people to the Astartes channel specifically. I would like to direct people to his Patreon so he can be supported. But recently, it's been announced that he is now an official creator for Games Workshop. So while I am still reacting to pirated content from a YouTuber who benefited from the stealing of this intellectual property, at the same time, I hope you can forgive me, because the Astartes trailer, or the Astartes creator, is officially making like $10,000 to $15,000 a month off of his Patreon, and he's also now an employee of Games Workshop. And I pray to God that they're not just going to stick him in a basement somewhere and like execute him. Like, I hope they actually make him do work going forward in the Games Workshop universe. So, with all of that being said, I am sorry for being an original selfish asshole and ripping the property. I do want to apologize for that. But with that, hopefully with my apology out of the way, you will allow me to react to this content and break it down for you going forward. So let's do it. So, number one, we have Marine Devastators coming out with heavy bolters. So the machine guns, they fire heavier rounds. They're still bolter rounds. These are the heavy support Marines. And actually, in this scene that's coming up right now, as it continues on another Devastator Marine, we're going to see the ammo counter actually going down. That's how detailed the Astartes animator is, and this is how much I love his work, is because it's not just some ramshackle production. This is official Hollywood production, and the fact that this was done unsupported by Games Workshop and by a single or just a handful of creators is incredible. Now, I believe not that it matters, but I believe the first 2 chapters that we see where it's just helmets, I'll just drag it through. I think the first helmet that we see is a Blood Angel. Blood Angel and maybe like a Storm Giant. I don't recognize the hammer with a lightning bolt going through it, but it's another chapter. I'm sure somebody else can break it down better. All right, let's get through the violence. These are obviously Tyranids, Stormship Troopers bugs. This is an unknown chapter. Red armor, black faces. Who cares? Let's get into the violence. All right, one more time. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be like rational and like normal and all that kind of stuff, but it's really hard. So this guy's off here. I forget if these are like hormigons or termagants or something like that, but they're baby Tyranids. Who gives a shit? You have one space marine who might be wounded, firing into the distance. I think this marine is actually missing his left arm. If somebody can break that down or get like an HD copy, I'm sure you could verify it. This is a power sword. He's finishing one off. Another Tyranid jumps on a screen and tries to take his face off. And then this marine, let's watch what he does actually. So this marine has an overhand grip, firing down into a baby Tyranid, knocks another one out of the way, and then turns as another one jumps towards his face and blasts it. And that's what's so cool about this universe, is that you can be an 8-foot tall, genetically engineered super warrior in super strong plate armor that is the pinnacle of technology. You can be armed with a machine gun that effectively fires miniature missile rounds or miniature grenade rounds, as somebody liked to point out in the comments. And you can be that badass and still get swarmed by Starship Trooper bugs or orcs, as we're about to see, or Necrons, which are, robot Egyptian pharaoh terminators. You can get, swarmed by chaos cultists, like we saw in the previous Astartes video. And no matter how badass you are, there is somebody who is more badass than you. And this marine appears to be a Lamenter's chapter. He has the black and white checker, and he has the heart, I want to say. So while the coloring is a little bit off and the proportions are a little bit off, I want to believe that he's a Lamentor, although this might be red armor instead of yellow, and Lamentors are typically yellow. So maybe this is like a Lamenter, which is a Blood Angel. Blood Angel's successor chapter. Maybe this is a successor to the Lamentors. And just this beautiful violence has me so giddy and so excited for more Astartes content. I can barely wait. Sodaz, absolutely nothing. I am totally stoked to watch your content, but just the quality of the Astartes animator is just, it's absolutely beautiful. So let's watch what happens with the orcs. All right. So let's break this down. Marines in a fighting stance. Here's an orc face. Bop! Literally, like, explodes an orc skull off of his head, because this is an 8-foot tall, genetically engineered super warrior in plate armor. Another orc comes down in order to chop his arm off, but because he's wearing ceramide armor, he deflects the blade, parries it, and in a one fluid motion takes the other orc's face off. It doesn't get any better than that, folks. Perfect reaction time, perfect armor, perfect genetic engineering, perfect, like, it's taking war and violence to such a scale that it's simultaneously absurd and beautiful. And the reaction time is so perfect that in my original version of this, I pointed out that this is perfect for lore, because Space Marines hear better, see better. They have all the electronics inside their helmets. They can perceive things better. They can, like, all that kind of stuff. They have insane reaction times. Actually, somebody posted a beautiful thing in my comments. I wish I could read it directly, but basically it was that people who face Space Marines, when they see a Space Marine in full armor, that is already terrifying. When they see a Space Marine move at a speed that should not be possible for a creature of that size and of that bulk, they effectively shit their pants in fear. And this fear created by Space Marines is so visceral that it's like trans-species. It's trans-bionic. It's just anything that sees a Space Marine understands it to be such a deep and consequential threat that its desire to flee the battlefield is immediate and real, to the point that it either is paralyzed in fear or it flees. So that's beautifully said. And yeah, if I bumped into this guy, I would probably run away. And here's some more chapters. Here's this poor lamenter getting the shit kicked out of him. A little bit of flesh tears. And let's watch it one more time for all the folks at home. All right, sorry, that was too good. Let's watch it one more time for all the folks at home. So good. All right, so this obviously isn't mine. Patreon's down in the description. Like, share, subscribe, dislike, all that YouTube nonsense. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.